My guess is you've been sitting around surfing the internet a little bit more than usual. Did you know that as the coronavirus worsens, hackers are working harder than ever at stealing your data and your personal information? Are you sure your identity and browsing history are protected? I have been using NordVPN for the past few years because it allows me to safely browse the internet without being traced. Try Nord's risk-free 30-day money-back guarantee. Save 70% off a 3-year plan and receive 1 month free for only $3.49 a month. Go to nordvpn.org/Sonnen or click in the link in the description for all the special offers. Daniel Cormier came out and he made just a nice random statement, but he said, in my opinion, McGregor versus Silva is a bigger fight than Jones versus Ngannou. Without question, he's correct. Yeah, sure. Jones and Ngannou's a lot of fun. You have two guys, neither of them proven draws, but both of them proven studs, who in large part just haven't been draws because of either placement on the card or because of opponent and ability to tell story. That's not their fault. You can bring those worlds together pretty quickly. But then you also have Conor McGregor, who is the biggest draw that the sport has right now, and there is something on that, and that is a personal grudge to the highest of level. And don't make any mistake that the Irish-Brazil nationalistic components have forgotten what happened between the Jose Aldo and the Conor McGregor buildup. You want a focus group of that point? See Anderson Silva. If Anderson Silva hasn't forgot, his countrymen have not forget. Look, that's a big deal. It's also an oddity. It's also for fun. It's also a sideshow at a weight class of which does not exist. I like those things. You can't do those things all the time. But in this weird time, you can do some weird things. I like it. I was a little bit surprised, in all fairness, that was not pursued in the least. The mere fact that Anderson called for it publicly and was willing to put everything on the line, and he's got a lot to put out there in terms of reputation. Absolutely he does. Versus where Conor's at right now, and Conor's going to take the risk and go up to 176. I think that's very interesting myself. I would also argue if we're going to do a spoof at 176 with a welterweight, we do it with George St. Pierre. I would like for Daniel Cormier to be asked that question. Well, if we've identified that Conor versus Anderson is the bigger fight, and we're just having fun anyway, making things up, let me ask you this. Would you rather see George St. Pierre versus Anderson Silva? Would you rather right that wrong? And that was a wrong in many ways. Don't forget the policy. It was never a rule. It was never even a law. It was a policy. The policy was champions stay in their lanes being defined as their divisions. That ended right after the St. Pierre and Silva era ended. Months after champ became a thing. Go ahead and leave your division. Go collect all the hardware you can. Whatever headaches it causes, we'll figure it out later. Good luck reaching your goals. Well, you look back, that in many ways did cost us Anderson Silva versus John Jones. It certainly cost us Anderson Silva versus Matt Hughes. And I would suggest for you it cost us Anderson Silva versus George St. Pierre. And if you have Anderson Silva who is coming to the table and saying, I am willing to be the one that has to sacrifice. I'm the one that is willing to leave his weight class, change my eating and my exercise habits. I'll take all of the stress and all of the pain to make a weight class. I think that's hard to look away from. I don't know the answer to this question. I am sincerely asking it. I'm asking it of Daniel, but I'm also asking it of you. If you had a fight, and we'll call it a dream fight, right? Would you rather see Conor McGregor versus Anderson right now, or would you rather see, for nostalgia alone, to right a wrong that was done 6 years ago, would you like to see George St. Pierre versus Anderson, 176 pounds? You tell me. Look, there is a heated debate going on over here at Bad Guy Inc. Studios right now, okay? Here's the question. Would you rather see Conor McGregor versus Anderson Silva, Conor McGregor versus GSP, or Anderson Silva versus GSP? Weight class, 176 pounds. Your opinion matters.